So for today's video, it's going to be my Valentine's Day tutorial. So I went for something a little bit more softer than I usually do because I have loads of dramatic looks and colourful looks on my channel, and I just thought I would do something softer. The fact that it's Valentine's Day, and if it's a thing that you do want something more dramatic, I will link my makeup tutorials playlist in the info bar, so if you want to take a look at them, by all means do. I would probably go dramatic on a day like this, but I'm actually loving this soft look. I never wear anything like this and I really like it. So if you want to do this, then obviously please keep watching the video. Also, all the products I used for this video are from the drugstore. This video is also a collaboration with the gorgeous Leona, and she also did a Valentine's Day look. Hers is a little bit more dramatic than mine, and she's also tanned in her video. So if you're going to be tanned on Valentine's Day, or whenever you want to wear this makeup basically, definitely take a look at her video and see what she used to create her look. She's absolutely stunning and really talented. Head over and check out her video. I'm going to link it down below in the info bar as always, and I hope you enjoy the rest of my video. So I'm first just clipping back my hair, and the primer I'm going in with is the Nivea Post Shave Balm, and I got this tip obviously from Nikki Tutorials like everyone else, and it works really great as a primer. So I apply that all over my face and wait until it gets tacky, and then I go in with my colour correcting concealer from NYX. I use the pink shade underneath my eyes to counteract any blue purple tones underneath there. You can straight away see a difference. It definitely dulls down the dark circles. Then I go in with the yellow or sometimes green shade onto my redness and blend that in with my finger. The foundation I'm using today is the L'Oreal True Match because it's my all-time favourite, and I'm using my Blank Canvas F20 to buff that into the face as always. I love this foundation and this brush. For the brows, I'm just going to comb through them with a spoolie first and then go in with my Fuschia brow gel. This was in my January favourites. I've been using it every day since I got it and I love it. I will not go into too much depth for my brows because I do have a tutorial on them which I will link down below, but I just kind of follow the natural shape and just kind of define them a little bit more, and then I go in with some lighter shadow in the front of my brows so that there's a little bit of a fade and they're not too harsh at the start. And then I go in with the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel and I comb that through the brows to set them in place. For eye primer, I'm using the Catrice Prime and Fine, and I'm setting it with the Bourjois Healthy Mix Powder, and that's just going to get rid of the tackiness so that all the eyeshadows blend nicely onto the primer. Next, I'm taking the W7 in the Nudes palette and I'm taking the 4th shade in, and I'm going to put that into the crease with a fluffy blending brush. I'm just going back and forth with the shadow and slowly building up the colour, and then I'm going to blend out with a clean brush. Then I took the Catrice Matte eyeshadow palette and I mixed those two shades, and then again I'm using a light hand and just slowly building this up into the crease to define it a bit more and to add more shape to the eye. And then I'm going in with another clean brush and making sure to give that a nice blend to make sure it's nice and soft. Next I'm going in with Inglot's Duraline and a Barry M pigment. I will leave the shade number down below, and I'm mixing them together and applying that onto the first 2/3 of my lid, and this is just a gorgeous pink shimmery colour. I love it for like the inner corner and brow bone. And then I just blend the crease area and go in with these two shadows from the same W7 palette, and again I slowly build these up using a light hand onto the outer third of the lid, also the outer V, and I blend it into the crease a little bit more. And like I said, I am building them up slowly, and that's what's going to give you a nice soft eye look for today's makeup. Then I'm going in with a denser brush and I'm just building up those two shadows more onto the outer V just to darken it up a little bit more and just kind of to add more definition. And then obviously I give it a quick blend. Next, I go in with the Catrice All Round Concealer palette and I take the lightest shade and highlight underneath my eyes, down my nose, chin and also my forehead. And this is a great concealer if you're pale like me. It's really nice. And then I just blend it in with one of my Flawless brushes, and then I'm going in with the Vichy Dermablend powder in transparent, and I'm just going to set the under eye area at the minute. Then I'm going in with the 17 cream bronzer and I'm going to use the Real Techniques buffer brush, and I'm just going to work the brush into the product and then apply it to the outer perimeters of my face, so around my forehead, along the cheeks, the jawline and underneath the chin, and this is just going to bronze up my face. Then I'm going in with the darker concealer in the Catrice palette and I'm going to contour with this. So again, taking a smaller synthetic brush, I'm going to apply this to the hollows of my cheeks, underneath my lip, side of my nose and also around the forehead area. And this is a nice cool toned concealer shade, so it's great for contouring, especially if you're pale. So I'm just buffing that out using the same Real Techniques brush, and then I'm using my fingers to blend out the nose contour, and then I just go in with my foundation, make sure it's all blended, and then I set the rest of my face with the same powder I used for underneath my eyes, and I just use patting motion so that I don't disturb the cream product. Now I'm taking the Bourjois chocolate bronzer and I'm just going to bronze up my face a little bit more. This bronzer isn't very pigmented, so it's not too bad for us pale people. Then I'm taking the NYX blush and taupe and I'm going to chisel out the hollows of my cheeks, the sides of my nose and also underneath my lip. Then I take the same Vichy translucent powder and I'm taking a latex sponge and I'm packing this on underneath my contour, and this is just going to sharpen up my contour. And I'm also bringing it a little bit up towards the apples of my cheeks, because sometimes I bring my bronzer down a little bit too far and it can drag my face down a bit, so I like to bring the translucent powder up there. And then I'm taking a new highlighter, this one's from Makeup Revolution, and I'm going to put this onto the tops of my cheeks and down the bridge of my nose and Cupid's bow, and it is one of those very stark gold highlights, so if you don't like that you won't like it, but personally I love it because I love any highlighter that is popping. Then I'm taking a Catrice blush and that is called I Am Nuts About You, and I'm just going to pop that onto the apples of my cheeks and blend it up towards my ear, and I dusted away my translucent powder as well that I was baking with. The lashes I'm using are the Demi Wispies from Cara, and then I'm going in with the NYX Wonder Pencil in light and I'm going to highlight my waterline, or line my waterline I should say. Then I'm taking the first shade I placed into my crease and I'm putting that onto the lower lash line, and then I'm mixing the two shades from the Catrice palette and I'm going to put that onto my lower lash line as well. And then I'm going in with the dark purple shade from the W7 palette and I'm going to put that onto the outer half of my lower lash line. For the inner corner I'm using the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and then I'm using the matte white shade from the Catrice palette, and I'm going to set that jumbo pencil, and I'm also going to highlight my brow bone with this. And then I'm going in with an Isadora mascara, but obviously you can use any mascara at all, and I'm going to apply this to the bottom lashes, and then I'm also going to pop a little bit onto the top of the lashes. For lips I'm using the Catrice lip liner in Hey, Macademia and Ahey, and I'm just lining my lips with that. It's just a nice brownie nude. I'm also shading in the outer corners of my lips, and this is just a really quick ombre nude lip. I just really like doing this. For lipstick I'm using the Barry M lipstick in Truffle Shuffle, and I'll leave all the shade names down below if you want to take them down. And then I'm just using a Flormar setting spray. Not the biggest fan of this so far, but I will give it a few more tries, but it made me really oily really quick, which I don't like. And that is it for the look. A nice soft look for Valentine's Day. Obviously, like I said, you can add a liner, you can go darker, you can change the lips, completely up to yourself. This is just something for a bit of inspiration, and I hope you enjoyed it. That's it for my Valentine's Day tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it and enjoyed something a little bit different and softer than my usual looks. This has definitely convinced me to kind of change up my makeup a little bit more and go for something softer, because although this is quite soft, it is still really beautiful, and I really like how it turned out. If you did too, then please hit that thumbs up button, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye guys!